episode 25 of the Dorton and Doetkott Debate podcast. I am Lucas Dorton. Nick found his headband. He found his wristbands. Are you? I think you're ready to go.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Ready to draft a better team than you.
See, you say that, but then the last two drafts that we've done, the fans voted, and I've had the better team.
Hey, fans. Stop picking Dorton. My team's better.
Oh, man. Well, we'll have to see. My team's definitely better, but, I mean, I suppose that's up for debate.
I had Wayne Gretzky. Come on now. Come on.
Sorry. Mine's better. I don't know what to tell you, man. That's just what the fans voted for.
Wayne
All right.
Gretzky.
I don't know, man.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, Sid the Kid, yeah. It's all right. You can't win them all. You win some, you lose some. Is that right? Well, anyways, so for today's episode, we're going to be doing another all-time draft. And you can't see that. Maybe you can see that, folks, a little blurry. I miss baseball. Yeah, I do too, Nick. I do too.
Oh, it's killing me, man.
But we're going to talk about some football today. So we're going to do an all-time NFL draft. So this episode probably is going to be a little bit longer, but it should be good. It should be good. So this is the position breakdown of how we're going to be doing it. So a quarterback, a running back, three wide receivers, a tight end, 5 offensive linemen, 4 defensive linemen, 3 linebackers, 2 corners, 2 safeties, a kicker, and a punter. So that is how we're going to be doing the breakdown. So however we want to do it, if we want to go specific position-wise, we may do that. So mainly I'm talking for like offensive line and defensive line. We might not necessarily get a guy who's a left tackle and put him at left tackle. We might just get another guy and throw him there because that's our team. We can do what we want with it. Defensive line as well with that.
I'm going to put Ray Lewis at quarterback.
Just truck through people, man. Alrighty.
You see the pregame speeches he gives? I mean, come on, man.
That's true. Yeah, that's tough to beat. That is tough to beat.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, so now we have to flip a coin. Nick, I'll let you.
I better win this coin toss.
You want heads or tails?
I got an afro on my head, so I'm going heads.
Going heads?
Heads.
Hey Siri, flip a coin.
I will never talk to you again, Siri, if this is tails.
It's heads.
Woo! 2 weeks in a row, baby.
Alrighty, so Mr. Doetkott, you are now on the clock. Dun 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 dun.
We all know it, Dorton. The number 1 pick in the NFL draft of all time. The GOAT, the number 1 football player to ever touch the field. Thomas Patrick, the GOAT, Brady. TB12.
I suppose, I don't know, Nick. I'm getting screwed on these number 1 overall picks. You've had it the last 2 weeks now.
I could draft the worst players in NFL history to fill out my team, but I got the GOAT at quarterback, so my team's better, fans. You keep that in mind, darn it.
Man, tell me how you really feel. Jeez.
The GOAT!
GOAT. Alrighty.
Yes.
So.
I really needed that. I really needed that number 1 pick.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Need me some Thomas Patrick Brady.
Okay. I am going to go wide receiver. So now that you got a quarterback, I can hold off on that position for a while. I am going to go...
You're going to take Tannegoat anyways, so...
I mean, obviously, that's a given. I might as well just write the name in right now. I'm going to go with Randy Moss.
No! He was going to be my number 1 wide receiver.
Sorry about it. Sorry about it. All right, your turn.
Well, I wasn't going to draft wide receiver with my second pick, but being that you just took Randy, I don't want you to have Randy and Jerry, so I'm going to take Jerry Rice.
All right. Tom Brady, Jerry Rice.
Who, statistically, yes, Rice is the best ever. He's got the most receiving yards, the most touchdowns. And now, I never actually seen Jerry Rice play, but in my personal opinion, I find it hard to believe that in their peak, anyone was ever better than Randy Moss. I find that very hard to believe. That's why I as well would have taken Moss first. But, I mean, you can't really go wrong with Jerry Rice. Some people think he's the best player ever, so.
Yeah. I for the longest time, I was pretty content on that Jerry Rice was the better wide receiver of the two. But I realized, Randy Moss makes plays. I mean, he goes out there, he is a baller. Not to say Jerry Rice isn't. Obviously, he has the stats. But Randy Moss, straight cash home, man. That's hard to beat.
Put it this way. Now, Moss never won a Super Bowl. However, two of the greatest offenses in NFL history, honestly, maybe the two best offenses in NFL history, the 16-0 New England Patriots, who lost in the Super Bowl, and the 15-1 Vikings, who lost in the NFC Championship, were 15-1 and 16-0. You know what's similar with both those teams? They both had Randy Moss. And that was a huge, huge factor. Moss had like 25 touchdowns that 16-0 season with the Vikings, and was it 0-1 or so? I think it was. 15-1? I can't remember what year exactly. He had, 15, 16, 17 touchdowns. I mean, the dude was just an animal.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, I got Rice.
Yeah, Jerry Rice, Tom Brady. Nice duo there. I'm going to get another guy for my future quarterback to throw to. I'm going to go tight end, and I'm going to go with Tony Gonzalez.
All right, there we go. I'll say this. I think career-wise, Tony Gonzalez is the best tight end in NFL history.
Mm-hmm.
However, like if I just need one guy ever for one game, I do think I'd lean Gronk.
Hopefully Gronk's healthy.
Well, that's the thing. Gronk's injury concerns, whatever. But if you can promise me a healthy Gronk.
Yeah.
Nice pick. So possibly the most important position besides quarterback is left tackle. Now I know we have O-line specific, just 5 O-linemen, but for my first O-lineman, who I would put at left tackle, is what most consider the best O-lineman in NFL history, Anthony Munoz.
Shoot, I knew it.
I was going to take him second, but when you took Moss, I couldn't let you have two wires, Moss and Rice, so I had to go Rice, and I was just hoping you wouldn't take Munoz. By the way, have you seen that commercial he's in? I think is it Dos Equis or Tecate? It's a cool commercial.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Pretty sweet commercial.
Okay. I think I'm going to go with another offensive lineman. I'm going to go with Larry Allen.
That would be your first O-lineman, but...
Oh, wait, what did I say?
Another O-lineman. I guess I just took one, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Larry Allen?
Yep.
All right. Oh, I'm thinking O-lineman.
Okay.
But, I'll take the first defensive player off the board. I get to pick any defender in NFL history. Who am I going to take?
Yeah.
I think if you asked, say, 20 big-time NFL fans who's the best defender in NFL history, I think the name brought up most probably be Lawrence Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
That's who I'm going to take. So, technically, he's an outside linebacker.
Yeah, so you can put him wherever you want. You want to put him at defensive line or linebacker?
I'll put him at outside linebacker. With my other outside linebacker, I'll take like a legit linebacker, not this guy who just rushes every time. But I'll put Lawrence Taylor at outside linebacker.
Okay. All right. I think
It's hard, right? It's like, what position do you take first?
Yeah, it's hard. I think I'm gonna go. It's tough. What do I go with? I think I'm gonna go wide receiver.
Holy, you're gonna have a lot.
I'm gonna go wide receiver again, and I'm gonna go Megatron, Calvin Johnson.
Ooh. All right. Do I want to take another wide receiver? I don't want you to have 3 of the first 4 wide receivers, but I don't. I'm gonna go defense again.
Okay.
Now I think quarterback's the most important position in NFL. I think. Then honestly, your left tackle might be 2. That's why I took quarterback, O lineman. I think defensively it's your D end and then probably your cornerback. Probably.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go cornerback. I'm gonna take Deion Primetime Sanders.
Deion Sanders.
And if we ever need to play a baseball game, then I got an advantage there. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
So don't go taking Bo now.
I'm gonna go back to linebacker, and I am going to go with the Baltimore Raven legend, Ray Lewis.
Darn it, I wanted him. Darn you.
You talk about a guy that can put fear into a freaking opponent's.
I love me some Ray Lewis. He probably would have been my next pick.
Yeah.
Megatron. Trying to write down all the guys you have.
Yeah.
Ray Lewis. I was going to take him at quarterback.
Dude. Sorry to burst your bubble there.
Oh, man. Is that your first defender then?
It's my first defender.
Now I'm up, huh? Who do I want to take? Wait, who'd you take for your old lineman? Larry Allen?
Larry Allen, yep.
Yeah, now I got your team wrote down. I should have been doing that from the beginning. Okay. Whoever your quarterback is gonna get have a few of the best pass rushers ever coming at him. So
nice.
I'm gonna take Reggie White, who I think many think is the best D end in NFL history. He is the all-time leading sacks. He's the all-time sacks leader with 200 even or something like that.
Yeah, that's.
Unfortunately, I now have a Green Bay Packer on my team, but
you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, I am gonna go also D-line, and I'm gonna go. Since you went Reggie,
I'm guessing I know who you're gonna take here.
You think so?
Yes.
Who am I gonna take?
Bruce Smith.
I am gonna go with Bruce Smith.
Yeah, I figured that. Great minds think alike.
That's right. That's right.
He's second all time in sacks. So.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Thinking another. I think I'm gonna add a beast in the middle now.
Okay.
D tackle. There's probably 2 that come to mind for greatest D tackle of all time. Maybe I'm biased, but I'm gonna take Alan Page, who I believe is the only defensive tackle in NFL history to win an MVP. Imagine that. I mean,
Wow.
I know it was a long time ago, but still, a D tackle winning MVP.
That ain't easy. That is
one
not
of
easy
the
to do.
purple people eaters, Alan Page.
Okay.
I'm a Viking, baby.
I am going to go to corner.
Oh, by the way, there's just when we're done with this, look how many Vikings are going to be on this list. I mean, I'm not trying. Obviously, the Vikings aren't one of the best teams ever. They don't even have a Super Bowl. But they're the best team to never win one. And if you go like all-time great team for every team, I guarantee the Vikings would be one of the top 3 or 4 teams in NFL history. I mean, there are so many legends to put on a Vikings uni, and yet we still haven't won a Super Bowl. And Alan Page is one of the best ever. Him and
how does that make you feel?
Just bad, just terrible.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go to corner, and I am gonna go with Rod Woodson.
I figured that he was my cornerback too. He would have been my second one, but there's a few you could take a cornerback, but I kind of figured it would be Woodson.
20 forced fumbles in his career with Pittsburgh, 6 defensive touchdowns.
There's so many Pittsburgh Steelers greats defensively. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Speaking of that, well, actually, you know what? Yeah. I'm going to take one of those all-time great defenders for Pittsburgh. I'm going to take Troy Polamalu.
Ooh.
Because there's a lot of good safeties, but if we're talking strong safeties specifically, Troy Polamalu is probably the best of all time. I'm taking him. And I remember seeing a thing. I never realized how important one defensive player can be. Now, I think this is a little just kind of coincidence too, but I remember seeing a thing about Troy Polamalu over like a 3-year stretch. He had missed. The Steelers were like 8-7 when he didn't play or something like that. And they were like 20-something and 4 when he did. I mean, it was that much of a difference. I mean, the dude was unbelievable. I mean, he was on the Madden cover as a defender for a reason.
Yeah.
I mean, the dude was so good. So good.
And you talk about athletic ability, too. I mean, just go watch Troy Polamalu highlights. I'd be willing to bet about 90% of them is him jumping over the line to sack someone.
He has got to be one of my most favorite defensive players ever. No, I've never been a Steelers fan. I don't know why.
No.
I've just never really liked the Steelers.
No.
So, I mean, I probably wasn't a big Polamalu fan early on, but, I mean, looking back, just one of the most fun players to ever watch.
Oh, yeah. I agree. 100%.
And in the midst of that Steelers-Ravens rivalry, which is, still an ongoing one, Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, and Polamalu were at one point maybe the best 3 defenders in football. And it was just unbelievable. Troy Polamalu is just unbelievable.
Well, I'm going to pair up those Ravens.
Great hair, too.
You have good hair, too, so you would know.
The Head and Shoulders commercials, man. I mean, I got the best commercial guy in here, unless you go with take Peyton Manning.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe. I'm gonna go with Ed Reed at safety.
You're gonna.
So my first safety, Ray Lewis, Ed Reed.
He was one of my favorites too.
Really, you talk about those. I just think, like, you can think of teams, and you can just think like, okay, what are they known for? That whole AFC North division,
the whole division,
Pittsburgh and Ravens. Just bruisers. I mean, Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, Troy Palm. I mean, they hit people.
And even the Bengals from maybe 14 to 17 or whatever, when they were pretty much the class of that division, always making the playoffs. They never won any games in the playoffs, but they'd always make it. It was mainly because of their defense. Dalton was pretty good and AJ Green, but they were hard-hitting defenders too. I mean, that whole division, yeah.
Yeah.
Going all the way back to the Steel Curtain with Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to finish off my safeties, being that you took Reed. I'm going to take Ronnie Lott, who I think many think is the best safety in NFL history. I'll take him at free safety. I mean, obviously, it's a debate with Reed, Polamalu, and Paul Krause, all-time interception leader. But I'll take Polamalu and Ronnie Lott for my team.
Okay. let's see here. I am going to go on the defensive line. And I'm going to go with Mean Joe Green.
Yep, it was between him and Page. Mean Joe Green.
They have an E60 out about that whole Pittsburgh Steelers defense. I don't know if it was about him or just the Steelers defense during that time, but they said he wasn't really actually a mean guy. He was a nice guy, but the way he just destroyed people on the field made it look like he was just mean.
Yeah, that steel curtain was unbelievable. So I believe the first Defensive Player of the Year award went to Alan Page, and then 5 of the next 7 or something like that went to 3 different Pittsburgh Steelers. Mean Joe Green, I think, won 2 of them.
Yeah, he had 2 of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you had Purple People Eaters versus the Steel Curtain in one of the first Super Bowls. I mean, that was.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Defense. Talk about defense.
Oh, that's all right.
Let's see who I missed for you. Ed Reed. And Reed. All right. Well, we'll go back to offense. We haven't been on offense in a while.
Yeah.
But honestly, I mean, this is if you're going to build a football team, I think you start with quarterback. You probably get a good O-lineman. Probably give them somebody to throw to, and then you build your defense.
Yeah.
I mean, so, and I think we're both pretty much doing that. I notice none of us have taken running back because I think that's the most replaceable position in football.
Yeah.
And when you get to pick between any of them in history, you're going to get a good one regardless. So.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
I was going to take O-lineman, but I'm going to take wide receiver because I don't want you to have 3 of the top 4. So I'm going to take, in my opinion, the 3rd best wide receiver ever, who I believe is third in touchdowns and 4th in yards, I believe. Trell Owen.
Okay.
Who should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. Shame on you, Hall of Fame voters.
Yeah, they let his personality get in the way of his actual play.
And technically, if you look at the definition of Hall of Fame, whatever, character and whatnot's involved. But please, there's so many people who wouldn't be in first ballot that are if you're really going to play by that. And in my opinion, it shouldn't be. It should be based on talent and what you did on the field alone.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
I agree.
Terrell Owens got blackballed. That was horrible.
Yeah.
It was, 4th time on the ballot or something like that?
It's something just ridiculous like that.
The dude at the time, until Fitz passed him in yards, I think was 3rd in yards and 3rd in touchdowns all time. My God.
Yeah. So I'm going to go back to the offensive line, and I'm going to go with Jonathan Ogden.
First ever pick by the Baltimore Ravens, I think. I believe.
Can tell you.
They've had so many all-time greats, too, and they haven't even been around that
11 straight Pro Bowls.
Wow.
I mean, the Pro Bowl, take it for what you will, how much you value that or not, but...
Yeah. Still impressive, though, yes.
Absolutely.
I'm going to go O-line as well.
Okay.
One of the greats, nicknamed Hog, John Hanna.
Okay.
John Hanna and Anthony Munoz. Yes, please.
You're lining up against the guy whose nickname is the Hog. Good luck. Don, good luck.
Who, by the way, was a New England Patriot. So now I got John Hanna and Tom Brady. New England, baby.
Jeez.
Right here. In 1999, the Sporting News ranked him as the 2nd greatest offensive lineman in NFL history after Anthony Munoz.
Oh, yes, wow.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Man, that must be true then. Okay.
So, Sporting News, I think I have the early lead here.
Yeah, we'll let the fans decide that. You've thought that too, and how's that turned out the last couple of times for you?
Wayne Gretzky! Come on!
Alrighty, so let's go back to the O-line. I'm going to go with Bruce Matthews.
That would have been my next choice at O-line.
He was able to line up on all 5 offensive line positions.
Impressive.
So get some versatility there. I'm pretty excited.
Impressive.
Second on the starts list behind Brett Favre.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. I will take another O-lineman, and I will go Forrest Gregg. Double R in the first name, double G in the last name, 3 G's in his last name. I mean, how can you pass that up?
Yeah, this guy's a baller. When you've got the same letter in your name repeated multiple times, I don't know why you wouldn't pick him.
Exactly. I mean, come on. It's reason enough.
I don't know why you wouldn't pick him. Okay.
I mean, I got a Forrest on the line. Good luck getting through that.
Okay, let's see. I think I'm. I think I'm gonna go back to defense. And the defensive line. I'm gonna go with Deacon Jones.
Darn it!
Fearsome foursome there. The Rams team had.
Deacon Jones. Alrighty. I will go another outside linebacker. I mean, what I would call a true outside linebacker. One of the best to ever do it. Derek Brooks. Derek Brooks. Big part of that Tampa Bay Super Bowl winning team.
Oh, yeah.
They had him and Sapp, right?
What was that?
They had him and Warren Sapp, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
And John Lynch, I believe. I don't remember.
So, Derek Brooks. Okay. I am going to go with an old-timer. A guy that's going to provide some dirtiness, which that's fine. I don't care. Dick Butkus.
Oh! You took Lewis. I didn't think you were going to take Butkus. Darn it.
Yes, sir. Ray Lewis, Dick Butkus. If you're not afraid for your life, I'm not sure what will scare you more.
I guess there's one other middle linebacker that comes to mind that I'll have to take now. But darn. Dick Butkus. I mean, one of the most infamous names in history. Dick Butkus.
Thanks for the emphasis on that. Okay. That was definitely needed.
Oh.
Good thing this isn't made for kids.
Dick Butkus. All right, Dick Butkus it is. Let's see here. I will take... I don't know who I'm going to take. Well, to keep on the theme, I'm going to take... Nah, I was going to take him, but no. I changed my mind. I'm going to take cornerback. I was going to say Dick Night Train Lane, but I'm going to take Mel Blount instead.
Mel Blount.
Say what you want about that last name. We'll leave it.
Any relation to Garrett?
I mean, in some way, but I mean, I don't think it's close.
righty. I'm gonna. Okay, let's see. I think I'm gonna finish out my corner. Let's see. I gotta go. Even though at the end of his career, he was a little barbecue chicken. But before that, you talk about lockdown corner, you got to put in Darrelle Revis.
I mean, I don't think I'd put him this high, but yeah, I mean, he was known as probably the best corner in football for quite a while.
You like stats, Nick. I got a stat for you. In 2009, the most yards that he permitted while guarding a receiver one-on-one was 58. He held Randy Moss, Terrell Owens, Chad Johnson, and Reggie Wayne to no more than 5 catches or 40 yards that year.
Really?
Yeah.
Xavier Rhodes had a season pretty similar to that, like 3 years ago.
Yeah. One-hit wonder.
He was pretty good for like 3 or 4 years, but now he's just awful. I gotta find that. 2017, Xavier Rhodes did not allow many yards either. But yeah, I mean, Revis is good. I mean, I don't know if I'd go quite this high, but I mean, some would. So, I mean, I'll give it to you.
I think for me, it was between him and Champ Bailey. And I like Champ Bailey a lot. I got to watch him a lot with the Broncos out here. But I just think...
Not Dick Night Train Lane?
I don't think so.
Charles Woodson?
Yeah, that's...
He's a passer. Who cares about him? Are we drafting head coach?
I mean, I don't know if you want to.
I mean, I want to, because I want Bill Belichick to coach this squad. So, you know, I'm gonna take one.
Okay.
I'm just gonna insert I'm gonna make my own rules, and I'm gonna take Bill Belichick to coach this all-time great football team.
All right. Well, guess we're adding in a head coach too. Alrighty. Well, I am gonna go.
I need Bill. I mean, you need Bill on your football. Come on.
That's fair.
If he needs to play, you know what? Fine. If we don't want a head coach, I'll put Bill Belichick at, wide receiver 3. He'll never make any plays, but he's going to be the player coach, and he's going to lead us to the Super Bowl and win. So, Bill Belichick.
You know what? If that's what you believe, then go ahead. By all means.
I got Rice and Owens. They'll make up for it.
Okay. I am going to finish out my wide receivers, and I'm going to go with Larry Fitzgerald.
Ooh, my buddy Tyler Reed would love that pick. Like his favorite player ever.
You talk about consistency.
And longevity.
And longevity.
Yeah.
Youngest player in NFL history to catch 1,000 passes in his career.
Yeah. He be good. He good, though.
Oh, yeah. He's pretty all right. So Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson, Larry Fitzgerald, my wide receiving core.
Minnesota Viking ball boy at one point, I believe.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I did not know that.
He went to Richfield High School in Minnesota, so.
Where's that at?
Right outside of Minneapolis.
Okay.
His dad's like a sports writer in Minnesota, something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah. Let's see. I suppose I should write down Fitzy for you. Fitz. I've got podcast. I'm gonna take another O-lineman. I'm going to take another Minnesota Viking.
Shoot.
Randall McDaniel. So, the Friday before the Super Bowl in Minneapolis, that's the one you watched at my house, I believe.
Yeah.
I went to Mall of America for Radio Row. Like, you know, and there's all sorts. I mean, there's famous athletes all over the place. And I think it was like Macy's or something like that. It had Randall McDaniel signing autographs. I'm like, oh, all right, cool. I'll go over there. Well, I figured it was free. Well, it wasn't. You had to spend like $50 at their store to get his autograph. I'm like, really? You're going to use him for that? So I said, nah, and turn around. But I tell you, Randall McDaniel is huge. I mean, he was bigger than the store. That dude is a boss. He is huge. He is a large human being.
Just a unit.
Very, very good at football.
So, man.
Yeah. I mean, what a name. Randall McDaniel. Yes.
Oh, yeah. That's scary. Alrighty, so I need a center. So I'm going to go Mike Webster.
Well, that would have been my center.
Well, you took Randall McDaniel, so I had to screw you over. Don't take it personal.
I will. Hey, you know how many Miami Dolphins have been drafted so far?
Sorry, I think you're breaking up a little bit.
May I remind you, your first pick is Minnesota Vikings.
There you go. Well, or a
he went into the Hall as a Viking, sir.
Or New England Patriot. I mean,
went into the Hall as a Viking, though.
Or an Oakland Raider.
Or a Tennessee Titan. Or a San Francisco 49er.
Gosh. Oh, man.
I mean, he played for the three greatest football franchises ever. The Niners, the Patriots, and the Vikings.
Oh, yeah, Vikings. Really elite
I
franchise.
Say that with a straight face. Oh, where are we now? Let's see. There's not many positions that we both need yet. How many? You got 2 DNs, right? Yeah, you do. You got Smith and Deacon Jones.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take running back just because there's not many that neither one of us have. I don't know if this would be your guy, but I mean it's kind of hard because I've never seen him play. A lot of the pretty much any running back for consideration I haven't seen play unless maybe like LT or AP. But
yeah,
in my opinion, Barry Sanders is the best ever.
Okay.
I mean I know there's a guy named Jim Brown, but I'm gonna take Barry Sanders. Who I'm pretty sure Barry Sanders never played in a playoff game. Poor Barry Sanders. The Lions are trash.
Yeah, just came in the league at not a very good time.
One of the greatest college running backs ever, too, at Oklahoma State.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Okay. So, let's see here. I think I'm going to finish out linebacker. Oh, gosh. There's like 5 different guys I want to go with.
Kyle Van Noy.
Yep. Okay, so would you consider Derek Thomas a defensive lineman or a linebacker? Because they have him listed as a linebacker, but I would say defensive lineman or defensive end, I guess.
I mean, I'm fine with you putting him as a linebacker. I mean, if you type it into Google, it says football linebacker. I mean,
okay.
I mean, I don't have a problem with it. A lot of these linebackers are pretty much DNs anyways, like DeMarcus Ware, Von Miller.
Yeah.
I mean, Yeah, go with it. I don't matter to me.
Okay.
I mean, Lawrence Taylor pretty much just rushed the quarterback every time anyways, too. So.
I think I'm actually going to put Derek Thomas. He's listed as a linebacker, but I think I'm going to put him on the defensive line.
You can do that.
One of the best pass rushers of all time, and if he didn't get in a car crash and ended his life, he probably could have been even higher, in my opinion. 126 and a half sacks and only 157 starts.
Wow.
Holds NFL record for most sacks in a game, 7.
You know how many good pass rushers the Chiefs have had?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, recently they've had so many. Tamba Ali and Jared Allen before he came to the Vikings.
Houston.
Derek Thomas, Justin Houston. Yeah, there's many.
All right, your turn.
I'm going to take the first current player, maybe the only one. I'm going to take Aaron Donald for defensive tackle.
Okay.
He's already won 2 defensive player of the year, so I believe only one person's won more than 2, and that's J.J. Watt, who's won 3.
Okay.
I think.
So I'm gonna finish out my linebacking core. You got some nasty with Ray Lewis, Dick Butkus. You wanted me to draft a Miami Dolphin, so I'm gonna draft Junior Seau. He was only a Dolphin for like 2 seasons, but
I'm gonna say I mean Charger and Patriots, what comes to mind, but
yeah, he was on the Dolphins though.
That he was.
Alrighty, your turn.
I forgot to write down you guys. Seau. Thomas. Whoops. Okay. You only need a safety left for defense, huh?
Sure.
I'll take a legit center too, just for the sake of it. I'm going to take Jim Otto, who was a first-team All-Pro 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, count them 10 times.
That's pretty all right, I suppose.
Jim Automatic, first-team All-Pro.
Automatic.
And you know who he played for? The Raiders.
The Raiders.
That wasn't as good as Berman, but oh well.
The Raiders.
The Raiders.
Alrighty, I am going to go. I guess I'll go head coach.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Huh?
Dolphin?
Yes, sir.
Shula.
Don Shula, rest in peace. Has the most wins in NFL history as a head coach.
Only undefeated season.
6 Super Bowl appearances, won 2 of them.
Tom Greasy was the quarterback of that team, right?
He was, and then he got hurt. And then I can't remember the guy who came. I think it was like something Ed Morale or something. Ed Morale.
Really?
Let's see. I don't know. Earl Morale. Took over and then finished off the season.
Did not even realize that.
Yep. So Don Shula, welcome to your team that you're going to be coaching and winning another one for us.
Yes, I would say Belichick and Shula are the best 2 of all time.
Yeah.
I don't need Packer fans saying Vince Lombardi either. So.
Your turn. So let's see. You got a linebacker. wide receiver, tight end, defensive lineman, kicker, punter.
I'm pretty sure offense and defense, we don't have any of the same that we need anymore.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So I might as well take kicker then.
All right.
But you're not going to take the guy, I don't think.
Okay.
I'll take punter. I'm taking punter. Ray Guy. What is
Ray?
Ray Guy.
Let's see.
Not reggae. Ray Guy.
Okay.
My last name was Guy. What up, Guy?
All right. I'm going to go kicker then, I suppose.
Yeah.
I bet you want me to get Adam Vinatieri.
Yes.
I'm not going to go Adam Vinatieri. I'm going to get... You see what color this hat is, Nick? What color is it?
Oh, God. I knew it. I should have taken him instead of Ray Guy.
What color is that? Can you tell me? Help out the fans at home. Purple? I'm going to go Justin Tucker.
Welcome
to the team.
Ever. Yes, he's the best kicker ever, Justin Tucker.
You're playing checkers. You're playing checkers. I'm playing chess, Nick. I don't know what to tell you.
I was hoping you'd take Vinatieri or Morton Anderson.
And I bet you would have wanted me to.
Or Gary Anderson, but, you know. Oh, well, I mean, picks for now don't really matter what order, so I guess I'll just stick with the kicker. I mean, Morton Anderson is like the all-time leader in field goals and whatnot, but I mean, Vinatieri with that clutch gene. By the way, he's awful now. He should probably call it quits, but I mean, I can't pass up Vinatieri. I really wanted Tucker, though. Tucker's the best kicker ever. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
He just hasn't had the stage like Vinatieri had.
All right.
So I'll take Vinatieri.
Okay. Let's see here. So I gotta finish out my offensive line. Let's see here. I'm going to go offensive line. I'm going to go Gene Upshaw.
Gene Upshaw. It's a good one.
He started 207 out of 217 games. 7 Pro Bowls, 2-time Super Bowl champ.
Yes, he was pretty good.
All right, your turn.
I don't know who I want to save for my... Oh, I know who I'm going to save for my last pick. Well, I'll go middle linebacker. I can't get Lewis or Butkus, so I guess I'll have to settle with Mike Singletary.
Okay. Alrighty, let's see here.
I just realized before I said Aaron Donald's the only current player, but I got Tom Brady, so never mind. I guess I got 2.
No, true.
Just had to correct that.
Alrighty. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go running back. And I'm gonna go with, huh?
And I'm curious as who you're gonna take.
So you took Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's between Walter Payton and Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith.
Not Jim Brown?
I don't know.
I shy away from Brown too because I mean, some people think he's the best player ever. I just feel like, I mean, maybe it's unfair, but all they did back then was run. So I mean, of course he's going to be racking up stats and really important. I mean, that's all they did. I mean, running backs are practically quarterbacks back then. So, yeah.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I personally would take Walter Payton here, but.
Yeah. Let's see.
I will say Emmitt Smith is the all-time leader in rush yards and touchdowns.
Right. I think I'm going to go with... Gosh, that's tough. I think I'm going to go with Emmitt Smith.
Did he go to Florida?
He did. Maybe a little biased there, but...
Yeah, like I said, he's the all-time leader in rush yards and touchdowns. So.
All right, your turn.
See, I believe I have a DN spot open.
Yeah.
D-line. I'm going to take Michael Strahan. Most sacks ever in a season, Michael Strahan. And I have the best TV host of anybody, so...
Let's see, do I have any TV hosts on my team? Randy Moss and Tony Gonzalez both are pregame guys.
True. I got Jerry Rice too. He's done some of that. And Dion. I got Dion.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go.
What do you got left? Quarterback and
punter. So.
Who's your second safety?
Brian Dawkins.
I don't remember you saying him.
Maybe I didn't. That's all right. Brian Dawkins is my other safety. Okay, let's see here. I gotta go with a guy for quarterback. I think for me, it's between Joe Montana and Peyton Manning, in my personal opinion.
I would agree.
Some
would say Johnny Unitas, but he played so long ago. I don't know.
That shouldn't be a deciding factor, but it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's like those baseball players from 1870. I just pretty much threw them out, you know.
Right. I'm gonna go with Peyton Manning.
All right. I personally would take Joe Montana, but I don't know. Peyton Manning. There's a good argument for best regular season quarterback ever. I mean, statistically, I mean, dude is unbelievable. But
football IQ too. I mean, it was hard. It's hard to match him for football.
Now you got the best. You got the best commercial team now. Darn it.
That's true.
You got Papa John's on your side, man. That ain't fair.
No, I'm not a big Papa John's guy.
All right, Peyton Manning. We got Brady and Manning. So you got the winning golfer too. Darn it.
Yeah. What can I say, man?
All right, I got the goat. I believe I have wide receiver and tight end left.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take another current player here.
All right.
Julio Jones.
Really? Okay.
You may think, but he's the all-time leader in receiving yards per game. Now, I will say, almost all of the top 10 are current wide receivers because it's much more of a pass-heavy league now than it used to be.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, when Julio Jones is all said and done, they're going to look back and realize he's one of the best to ever do it. The dude is unbelievable. And that catch he had in the Super Bowl, which should have clinched it until the Falcons totally blew it, was unbelievable.
Yeah, that was one of the best catches I've ever seen, but not a lot of people remember it, unfortunately.
I mean, it was unbelievable. He hit the ground so hard, it looked like his toe should have broke for one.
Yeah. Alrighty, well, I just need a punter, so I'm gonna go with Shane Leckler.
That would have been my second one too. I agree with that.
All right, so you got.
Yeah, we screwed up somewhere. You should have the last pick.
Yeah, maybe I said two guys in a row.
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't really mind. It doesn't matter towards the end as much. But I had to save the best for last. My tight end, Rob Gronkowski, baby.
Really? Okay. No Antonio Gates for you?
No. But you talk about injuries. I don't care about Gronk. Gates has had turf toe like 18 times. So when healthy, I don't know if there's anybody I'd take over Gronk. Maybe Tony Gonzalez, but
well, good thing I have Tony Gonzalez.
So I got like 5 current players on here.
Yeah. Nice. Well, this is our team, folks. I'll run through it for you. Nick's team at quarterback, Tom Brady, running back, Barry Sanders, wide receivers, Jerry Rice, Terrell Owens, Julio Jones, at tight end, Gronk, offensive line, Anthony Munoz, John Hanna, Forrest Gregg, Randall McDaniel, Jim Otto. His defensive line, he's got Reggie White, Alan Page, Aaron Donald, Michael Strahan. His linebacking core, Lawrence Taylor, Derek Brooks, Mike Singletary. His corners, Deion Sanders, Mel Blount. Safeties, Troy Polamalu, Ronnie Lott. Kicker, Adam Vinatieri. Punter, Ray Guy. Head coach, Bill Belichick. And for my team, at quarterback, we got Peyton Manning. Running back, Emmitt Smith. Wide receivers, Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson, Larry Fitzgerald. Tight end, Tony Gonzalez. Offensive line, Larry Allen, Jonathan Ogden, Bruce Matthews, Mike Webster, Gene Upshaw. Defensive line, Bruce Smith, Mean Joe Green, Deacon Jones, Derek Thomas. My linebacking core, Ray Lewis, Dick Butkus, Junior Seau. My corners, Rod Woodson, Darrell Revis. Safeties, Ed Reed, Brian Dawkins. Kicker, Justin Tucker. Punter, Shane Leckler. Head coach, Don Shula.
Right. Your defense, I mean, obviously both the defense are good, but your defense is like scary. Like they will scare people off of the field.
Oh yeah.
Touch it.
That was my motivation behind that.
Mean Joe Green, you got Ray Lewis, you got a guy named Deacon Jones. I mean, I don't want to touch that field.
No.
Not happening.
Well, good thing I drafted him. I'm just going to scare your team to death.
I got Tom Brady, so you already lost.
Ray Lewis is going to decapitate Tom Brady. And if he doesn't, Dick Butkus will.
The Ravens did have a little bit of success against Brady, but
that was my motivation.
6 rings. 6 of them.
Alrighty. Well, folks, now you have to go out, vote for who has the best team. Again, I had...
Unless you're going to vote Dorton, then don't vote.
You tried that last week, and it didn't work too well. So you got to vote for me again. Obviously, my team is the better one. But, yeah, so definitely vote. Give us what players you would have in your all-time list for the NFL. Next week, we will be doing an all-time draft for the NBA.
Dude, that's going to be epic.
That's going to be fun. I'm actually probably the most excited for that one, in my opinion.
We'll probably have to do, like, a whole 5 bench or something, too, just to make it longer. But by the way, my backup quarterback, Tim Tebow.
All right. Well, I'll go with
Tim
Tebow. I'll go Dan Marino for my backup QB.
Should have gone Goat.
I know. He can be my third string. But anyways, thank you folks for listening. Nick, do you have any final topics you would like to bring up? Again, not a whole lot going on, except for the NBA, folks. July 31st, we will be back. I miss baseball, too. I'm just going
to reiterate the fact that I miss baseball. And Ron Manfred's the worst commissioner in sports history. And the MLB and the players have to, the owners and players, they got to figure their crap out. We need a baseball season. But yes, I'm pumped about the NBA. Now, it's still a two-month wait, but at least we'll have a conclusion to the season. Unless, I mean, I hope to God that they don't start up and then have to stop again. But at least that there's a plan in place to finish the season. I'm pumped. Because, I mean, you can't have a season and not finish it. That just ain't right. No. Plus, I mean, obviously, I'm a huge LeBron fan, which by default, I'm kind of a Laker fan now, and they're number 1 in the West. So, I mean, I'm pretty pumped for the playoffs. But there's some people who want the NBA season to start in December anyways. So do you think eventually that's going to be the thing now? Because they're going to have to start in December next year, and I would imagine it's going to be November, December the year after that too.
Yeah, I'm not sure what their plan is to do with that. I am interested to see how that affects the future, though. Yeah, they're gonna have to figure something out with that. I'm not sure what their plan is.
I mean, personally, I would not suggest that they start in December from the time being, but I know people have suggested that. And like I said, with this season going longer, I believe they said something about December would start the next season. And if you're starting the next season in December, I'm willing to bet they'd have to start the next one after that a little late too.
Yeah.
I personally would keep it in October as soon as you can get back to that, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. But anyways, so that's that. Everybody, thank you for listening. If you want to follow us on social media, you can follow myself at Lucas_Dorton, capital L, capital D. If you want to follow Nick, you can follow him at Doetkott or Doetkott. Should be pretty easy there. And then for the Twitter page for our podcast, at DND_podcast, capital D's, capital P for that. Definitely subscribe to us on YouTube. Share this to your friends. Tell a bunch of people about it so we can get our name out there. Just trying to get going. So we need all the help and support that we can get for that. It takes a couple seconds just to subscribe. And if you want to be on the show in the future, let us know. We can try and figure something out. But anyways, thank you for listening to episode 25 of the Dorton and Doetkott Debate Podcast. And until next week, we are out.